$50.
People who enjoy analysing tennis, I want you to watch carefully today how deep Del Potro hits the ball. That perfect rally, that last rally was a perfect example of it. When he gets deep in the court, he's able to add a little bit of height to his shots, but then he makes the adjustment as well when he steps up the court. I mean, this guy's depth control is phenomenal. One of the things as well, Del Potro understands the game plan when he plays against Nadal. Let's have a closer look at this one.
Nadal is going to make a challenge here. Del Potro's not happy that he was allowed to, and it was out. So a good challenge for Nadal, but he took a while to ponder it. And instead of 40-15, it's 30-all.
That little incident is going to bother Del Potro early on here. Big difference in your psyche when you're 40-15 up rather than 30-all.
But does the incident, are you referring to Nadal taking a long time to challenge that got under his skin, or just the fact that was at 30-all, mentally thought he was at 40-15?
Yeah, no, 40-15, yeah, I think. Okay. Probably a combination of both.
It is a break point for Nadal, first game. Del Potro won the first 2 points of this game. And Nadal fails to break. Big serve from Del Potro to avoid another break point. You know, he's only listed as 6'6", Robbie. I think he's bigger than that.
Really?
As many basketball players as I'm around, I do not think he's only 6'6". I would put him at 6'7" or 6'8".
It's an important game to hold for Del Potro.
And he picks up 2 aces in that opening game. Good start for him to serve effectively.
Such an important shot, that one for Nadal.
15-all.
It's incredible. Have a look at this laser view. Look how much this ball bends.
Never gets old, does it?
What control.
Nadal has got Del Potro on a string right now. A complete reversal of the way this match started.
15-13.
Just not enough on that backhand slice. 14 of the last 19 points going the way of the Spaniard. So good, just turning it up when it really matters at the tail end of a set.
It's all coming apart for Del Potro now. He's facing break point.
15-14.
Defensive chip from Nadal midway through that rally to stay in it up the line to the backhand side was so good. Nothing Del Potro could do to hurt him from that position.
Service.
What a turnaround. Rafa, one of the game's great competitors of all time. He's got the luchadors fired up here. He'll serve for the set.
Such a good sneak from Nadal. So effective when he moves forward. He's won all 6 points when he's come to the net in this set.
And the last one gave him set point. Rafa wins 15 of the last 20 points to wrap up the opening set, coming from 3-love and 4-1 down to do it.
On behalf of BNP Paribas, thanks for changing the world. We'd like to thank the following premier sponsors.
So Nadal serving for a spot in tomorrow's men's singles final. Nadal twice a champion here in 07 and 09. He's never lost a final here in Indian Wells when he's made it that far.
Because again, just missing with that backhand up the line. He's got Nadal out to the forehand. The gap is there. He just hasn't been able to exploit it as much as he would have liked.
And Nadal closing in on a third final here at the BNP Paribas Open. And with another punishing forehand, Rafael Nadal arrives at match point. Rafael Nadal is back in the finals of the BNP Paribas Open, but what a test he had to pass against Juan del Potro. And a sigh of relief and jubilation from Nadal as he will look for his third title here at the BNP Paribas Open. Nadal comes from a breakdown in the first set, never let that happen in the second, and wins it 6-4, 6-4.
Well, he's back, and he'll only get better. That's the good news for the Argentine. And his efforts appreciated by all here at the Indian Wells Tennis Garden. But all praise got a heap on Nadal after a sluggish start. Boy, oh boy, does this guy compete well. Del Potro dominating early on. All those long rallies, those rallies over 8 shots. Del Potro won 7 of 12 early on in the match, but as the match wore on, it was Rafa who fine-tuned his tactics and then won 17 of the next 22 when the rallies went over 8 shots. Once he got his claws stuck in there, he wasn't going to let Del Potro get off the hook. And a good competitive match, an hour and 51 minutes for 6-4, 6-4. I think says a lot about the quality of the tennis. More winners than unforced errors for Nadal after a poor start. Says a lot about the quality of his game.